That's the second.
Public hearings, and Damon, you can take care of the first one.
Due to a misunderstanding of the provision of Mass General Law 87 on the timing or removal of shade trees, the public hearing of the tree warden and the Board of Selectmen scheduled for 7 p.m. has been canceled. The public hearing will be rescheduled at a date to be announced with the tree warden and the planning board.
Okay, great. We also at 7:15 have another public hearing, so that'll remind me at that time to move to that. Any board and committee reports? Hi, Chuck.
Hi.
How are you?
Sorry I'm late.
Town administrator.
The Protection 2 purchase, as you know, has been completed. As of October 14th, we now own the property, as well as all the apparatus. There were a few things that the company decided to maintain, so there were exclusions noted in the purchase and sale rather than everything that we were going to take possession of. Ellen has been working the last 2 days to get everything switched over. We've got to switch over all the utilities, all the insurances, the registrations. It's pretty overwhelming task, but she's been handling that for us, so hopefully by the end of the week we'll have that all taken care of. I also had an opportunity to meet with Beta, who had done our engineering for our sewer connection, and they are going to give me some preliminary estimates for the sewer connection to that facility, understanding that, you know, at some point in the future we want to make sure we size it. If we should ever move forward with another facility on the other side, that the pump station would accommodate that.
Yep.
So you'll be hearing more about that as time goes on and I get the quotes from them. I had an opportunity to speak with Marshall Jesperson, who's chairing the Capital Planning Committee today, and they are going to be starting their work again. All applications for projects or purchases have to be into the office by November 1st, and we'll be gearing up to start our deliberations soon thereafter. So we'll be entering into the 2018 budget season soon. And also just wanted to give you an update on Mancherfield. The company has been billed and the payment due date is October 28th. The total of the project came in at $47,567.04.
Great, thanks. Under new business, Jennifer, I figured I could tell. I didn't mean it that way, but you're the only other person here that I really don't recognize except these folks out here. Okay. Let me read this, and then if you want to tell us a little bit about it, which would give you some, you know, free advertising for the event. Request for public property use special this is going to be just a banner. We're not going to have a lot of people in.
No, it's just a banner.
It's going to be a banner on the Upper Green from Friday, November 25th through Monday, December 12th, 2016, to advertise the December Newburyport Choral Society. That's the big one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one that's so beautiful every year. So I take a motion.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Any other discussion?
Well, we said we'd let her speak.
Yeah. But it's,
I don't know what you need to say.
No. Come and see the banner.
Talk about it.
Oh, okay, well,
What
that's
the
come to
Choral
our
Society
concert, come
is.
see the banner.
No, what it was is, I don't know, and I had read this before, where the event is so far in December, I still think what Damon's asking, you know, maybe explain a little bit about where it is. And
Okay, well, this is our, the Newburyport Choral Society's annual holiday performance. This year it would be the 10th, Saturday the 10th and Sunday the 11th. Saturday is an evening performance at 8 p.m., Sunday is a 2:30 p.m. performance at the Belleville Congregational Church. We are performing Vivaldi's Gloria, among other music of the season. Some wonderful pieces. This is one of our locations. We like to post a banner. Martha Taylor usually is kind enough to do this. But Martha is in Australia, so I got elected to.
Are you aware of how long that's been going on?
Yes, this is our 82nd
I
year.
knew it was a long time.
Yeah,
So
we're
that's
one of the
terrific.
oldest choral groups in the country.
Wow.
Um,
I knew it was pretty,
how long is
pretty
the event?
special.
Oh, it's just that weekend.
No,
It's,
like-
the performance?
Yeah.
Oh, it's, well, the 8 p.m. We're usually done by, well, intermission is always bathroom dependent. So, but, you know, usually by, yeah, it's no more than about 2 hours, and that's with the intermission in there and all. So, time for everybody to, you know, run, do their thing. We get a break in between, and we go back.
Well, thank you so much. And,
But
it
it's,
is a lovely event, and I knew it was.
Yeah,
Very,
so,
very long.
we hope as many people as possible will come and hear us. We're also performing the, this is, I think, this is the third or the fourth year we're performing with the, well, they started out as the Mullen School Children's Chorus. Now they are not affiliated with the school any longer, but it's the Greater Newburyport, GNCC, Greater Newburyport Children's Chorus. And those are kids, I think they range from about, I want to say 4th through about 8th grade. And they'll be performing a couple pieces with us, and then they have a couple of their own. So it's a great opportunity for them because they actually get to perform with a real, you know, the full orchestra, which is
Awesome,
not
great
something
addition.
cool.
Great
they don't
addition.
usually get to do.
Yeah.
So thank you. So we
Well,
have
thank you.
sign.
Any other
Mr. Chairman, could I
discussion?
just ask where you can get tickets for it?
Yes, you can purchase tickets online through our website,
Okay.
through any member, if you happen to know one. And also, let's see, the outlets are the Newburyport Chamber of Commerce, the, Jabberwocky Bookshop, the Book Rack, Pack Mail, and then in Amesbury, it's Starbird Jewelers, which is right downtown, and in Ipswich, it's Comley's drugstore.
And cost?
Students and senior citizens are $20, and adults are $22,
Thank you.
and $25 at the door.
I got it, thank you.
So see, Damon's little question turned out to be something.
Great plug, okay, well,
Breath of scope.
In
So,
the paper.
is there any other discussion?
They're a great group. I've listened many times.
Yeah.
well,
All those in favor?
Aye.
well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck.
One-day liquor license, Byfield Community Arts Center, Cat in the Cradle, coffee house, Saturday, November 12th, 2016, from 7:30 PM to 10:30 PM. I will take a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion.
You guys want to talk about it?
It's okay.
Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Appointment of Christine Kaminsky as election worker from 10/25/16 through 12/31/16. Is she here? Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Yeah.
Oh,
First one?
I skipped it for a reason. I should have told you the reason.
Losing your mouth.
Unbeknownst to the rest of my board or anyone in the audience, this person is still delayed, I imagine, in the western part of the state. So he's gonna come before us again.
No, he's not. We'd like you to go forward with it.
Oh, I've gotten a whole bunch of wrong information.
Just
And it's
let
probably
go
my
with
fault.
you here.
Oh, okay, all right. Let's start this again. I have a request for a public property use special permit. Newbury Pack 44, Cub Scouts. Doug Norton, Cub Master, use of the Newbury Upper Green and Newbury Fire Hall for the Veterans Day ceremony, Friday, November 11, 2016, from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m.
Motion.
Second.
Has he been in touch with the fire hall, I wonder, and everything else?
Yes, everything.
Everything's in order?
Everything's in order.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Sorry, Doug, I left you right out. Good catch, David. Whole business. Citizens' concerns? Correspondence. I don't know how much in depth the board would like to take some of this correspondence. Maybe we should take a look at it and turn to it. The,
Well, I think it's important for the viewers and audience to know what Rowd is asking us to look at the very least.
yeah, the Town of Raleigh Board of Selectmen has proposed amendments to the Triton Regional School District. The first letter, kind of in synopsis, is that they would like an opportunity to appraise these parts of the letter that are involved in these negotiations and in Triton's budget development of the financial situation of the town of Raleigh. Raleigh has, it goes on and on and on and on. So, hold on for 1 second. In this letter, they're imploring that you keep these points in mind during the course of these very important negotiations and budget development. The past rate of increase in the Triton school budget is not sustainable. Just hold on a second. Is that the first letter?
The
That's
second.
the second letter. So we're going to go back, we're going to jump just to the first letter. The Raleigh Board of Selectmen reviewed and proposed changes to the Triton Regional School District agreement during their meeting on October 3rd, 2016. The board respectfully requests an opportunity to discuss these proposed changes at a posted school committee meeting. Ideally, either the superintendent or a member of the school committee will present an overview of the proposed changes during this meeting, followed by an open dialogue with the district towns and the school committee and the superintendent and the members of the public. I mean, what's the only difference, let's discuss among us, that Raleigh is asking for? Because, I mean, school committee meeting is posted, a school committee meeting kind of runs this way. It's the fact that they don't go so much in depth to maybe the proposed changes that everyone's talking about. Alicia, you want to start it off? I mean, what would the difference be in this request? That it would be posted on the agenda, it would be part
I
of the
think
agenda?
that's what I think it is. Because all school committee meetings are like ours, they're posted, they're all held in public.
And they want a certain allotted amount of time.
I think they want to just, that's my guess,
Yeah.
is what they're asking is that it be added to an agenda item, and they talk about it.
Could be as simple as posting. If you meet as a whole crew, you gotta post it.
Just like we do.
No, it's just, that I think what Raleigh's asking.
Can we come back to this and open the public hearings?
Yeah. It's been all over the place tonight anyway, guys. I was out in the cold all day, and I think it's taking its toll. 7:15.
Move to open the public hearing?
Yep. 7:15 PM, we're gonna look at the application of Mr. Patel and the transfer of the liquor license, and Damon will basically read the nuts and bolts.
In accordance with Chapter 138, Section 15 of Mass General Law, notice is hereby given that the Newbury Board of Selectmen, acting as the licensing authority of the town of Newbury, will hold a public hearing on Tuesday, October 25th, 2016, 7:15, on the application of, I'm not exactly sure how to say your name, Naram Patel, from C1 LLC, 60 Fruit Street, Byfield, Mass, to transfer a liquor license from Wayne R. Altavilla Jr., DBA BGS Variety.
And I believe what we will be doing, so everyone understands in total, will be vote to approve and sign the ABC LL Form 43, and it is a transfer of license from Mr. Patel. See how I did that? And,
Need a motion to open this public hearing. Motion to
I
open
made the
public hearing.
motion.
Second.
Second.
I need a second to
we
open.
need a second. All right, let's start it all over again.
Damon opened it.
All right.
I'll second it.
All right.
And then a vote.
Yep, all those in favor?
Aye.
So, Damon, actually read it all again because it wasn't open.
All right.
This is the application of Mr. Patel.
In accordance with Chapter 138, Section 15 of Mass General Law, notice is hereby given that the Newbury Board of Selectmen, acting as the licensing authority of the town of Newbury, will hold a public hearing on Tuesday, October 25th, 2016, at 7:15 on the application of Mr. Patel from C1 LLC, 6D Fruit Street, Byfield, Mass. 01922, transferring of the liquor license from Wayne R. Adavilla, I don't know why I can't say that, Junior, DBA BGS Variety.
Okay, Ellen, explain to the board a little bit about the pathway.
So there's an application to transfer the existing liquor license of Wayne Altavilla, which is BGS Variety, to Narayan Patel from C1 LLC. He has bought the property of Mr. Altavilla, and now the liquor license for the property has to be transferred. And then when you vote on that, you have to vote on signing the form, which is sent to the ABCC with his application and payment.
So, I would
And he
entertain,
is here.
I would entertain a motion.
Motion to approve the transfer.
Second.
All right, and actually, it's going to be a motion to sign the ABCC Form LLC Form 43. All those in favor?
Aye. All right.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
I mean,
Sorry
it
for
was
butchering
kind
your
of, it was
name.
in a roundabout way, but we got you there, okay?
Good luck.
Good luck.
Motion to close the public hearing?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. All right, back, see you guys. Back to the Raleigh letter. And the first Raleigh letter, not the second Raleigh letter, without my little tabs tonight. So Alicia has enlightened us to the fact that it's probably an agenda issue.
Oh, yeah, but you know what, I would suggest that we have, Ellen, could I ask you to contact them over in Raleigh and find out what they mean by this?
I think that's good.
Interpreting that,
Yeah, focus it up a little bit.
they want details. Yeah, what they mean
What they're
by,
looking
they
for.
want, is it, do they want to add it, just add to the agenda item, or? And what they would like to accomplish? And
No.
if they need us to come?
One thing, as we've gone forward, if you look from past history, just so folks can kind of remember, not that Newbury and Raleigh are exactly the same, but there has been some times in Newbury's history when we were at the top of the gun and we were paying a lot of freight. Raleigh has always tried to be receptive and sensitive to our needs. So I think, reading the wrong letter first and listening to them, that, we as a town should be sensitive to the focus of their intentions, especially the part about trying to keep costs down. As we go forward and talk about amending the agreement, that would be different. But I think,
I think that's what this letter is. They want, this is not, it's not budget season, so they're not talking about money. This is about proposed amendments to the Triton Regional School District Agreement.
yeah.
So,
But I think we still need to at least listen.
no, absolutely.
And,
We need clarification on what they want from us.
Newbury has paid their fair share for quite a while, so with shrinking enrollment and the foundation the way it is, we're, seeing some times where we're paying a little less, so probably everyone might want to change that, but,
And Jeff, the next letter that we have that was to the town of Salisbury,
yep.
I personally thank Neil for, Neil Harrington, for,
Does Neil get chosen every year to do that?
he's talented. He's talented, and so he stepped up to the plate, and he was willing to do it, and I thanked him personally, so.
All
I
right.
guess he's good at it. The school committee was very happy that he was going to do it again.
And once again, I think my statement you know, applies to this letter and probably a little bit more emotionally tied to this letter. You know, another town helped us at certain times when we needed them, so, you know, without, you know, changing our equilibrium, we need to, you know, at least be sensitive to their needs.
Yeah, and the second letter is looking at the raises that teachers get and the payments and how that is balanced against the increase in taxes, which I think is important for teachers to hear about and the public generally. So,
Now, when you read that letter, how did you feel they were going to illuminate that?
well,
That was the only thing I had a little trouble with.
yeah, I mean, having talked a lot with our new superintendent about costs and cutting teachers, I wasn't exactly sure what Raleigh was looking to do besides not spend as much.
Then next step, so it was just a letter, you know, speaking about the situation.
Yeah, saying, we can't afford this, but they didn't give an answer as to what they wanted to be doing next.
Yeah.
We had a serious decrease in students. Do you suppose they had an increase?
They did, they got walloped last year, they got walloped. And Salisbury did too.
Yeah, Salisbury has been increasing.
Steadily, both towns are
Yeah.
going to continue, I think, to increase.
And we're gonna be on the negative downside,
At least temporarily.
for now.
Yeah.
It's all cyclical, it'll all come back.
All right.
Okay, moving on. We have a letter from the Byfield Water District. I'll let Steve.
Brown talk to that?
Well, I'm gonna let Steve, he doesn't have to talk to the letter, I can speak to that. But Steve, can you kind of frame up, without getting into the nitty gritty of how it all occurred, but how some of the changes occurred and what we have that's different than most towns?
The first thing is that there have been
Is
no
the 200,
change.
is the 200 feet the Rivers Protection Act? And that's what got
The
increased?
state is 100 feet.
Okay.
Right now from the,
Steve, come on up so they can pick you up so everyone understands. Thank you.
first thing is we haven't done anything. We're looking into it. It's a Board of Health regulation that came in the early to mid-70s. And what it did is it sets from the Georgetown Byfield line to the Central Street Bridge. It makes it a 300-foot setback for septic systems. That's 300, that's 3 times the distance that the state
So the
requires.
state is only 100. For some reason, I always thought the Rivers Protection Act figured into that, it was 200, but it's 100.
It's 100.
So it is a big difference.
And, you know, we're looking at everything. We're looking at the science. We're looking at, I've even met with the assessors and the planning board because we're maybe affecting people's land values.
You mean to the point of a taking? Yeah.
Yeah, well, not only that, but if you're paying taxes on 2.5 acres, but you can only use 1 3/4, you might have a beef. What do I know?
How long has it been this way?
I think 72. Yeah, it's a Board of Health regulation, so we're looking at it. No decisions have been made, but we're looking at the science, we're looking at every aspect of it, stormwater runoff, I mean, everything. We've also, we're looking at the improvement in the last 45 years of septic systems. I mean, they're a little bit better today than they were in the mid-70s.
Goodness,
In
yes.
fact, they're a whole lot better.
Yeah.
So we're just looking at it. We've taken no action. I wouldn't even venture a guess as to what my colleagues are thinking, which way they'd lean.
Certainly the Parker River is a vector for a lot of different things to do with the environment, especially our clam flats.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you talked to the clam warden?
I mean, it's funny though, do many other towns
Nobody upstream of us has 300 feet.
do many other towns increase that setback in the state of
Yeah,
Massachusetts?
and
So it's not like
we're not necessarily looking to go 100, but you can go any place in between. at least to the point where if somebody has a lot that's big enough, they can put an in-law dwelling on it. And that's what precipitated this whole thing, is we had a family come in. The lady's father died last fall, about a year ago now, and her mother would like to move up here, and they want to put an in-law apartment into their present house. But their septic system is only like 155 feet or something like that from the river, and they can't do it. We found another way to get it through. You can do it by putting a deed restriction on their deed, but that also can affect the value of somebody's property. So anyhow, they're going ahead with the deed restriction for the time being. If the setbacks ever change, we can reverse the deed restriction. But we're just looking into it. I mean, we're not going to rush into anything. We're going to look at all aspects of it. I mean, when you figure that Georgetown Sand and Gravel was up there for decades, taking water and putting whatever else they put back in, and that didn't affect it. I can't see that a dozen modern septic systems are going to affect it, especially if they're, right now they're 300 feet, but if somebody has to replace them, you know, it's not going to be 50 or 75 feet from the river. It's going to be a minimum of 100, and probably more than that. But I can't speak for my
I'm
colleagues.
kind of smiling because I'm not sure that 200 feet, especially with some of the soils we have, makes a tremendous amount of difference. But I think the argument you might get is, you know, water isn't going to go down in the near future. It's going to go
If
up.
God changes the soil, the town doesn't have to worry about it.
So, I mean, I think setbacks for all towns in some respects, if you're a believer in climate change and sea level rise.
I think upstream on the Park River, I think, I don't have it with me, but I think the biggest one upstream of Newbury is 150 feet.
What's your time frame you're looking to do this one?
There is none.
So the meeting was what, 2 weeks ago?
One of them was,
Yeah, and it was at the Board of Assessors meeting. And you asked at that point if they would look in to see how many properties were going to be affected. And,
They haven't gotten back to me.
okay,
I'll
I
be
know they're
speaking,
looking
I'll be
into
speaking
it,
to
is
them.
why I mentioned it, so.
And you'll be having
Yeah.
public hearings and all that stuff, right? You have to.
It's Board of Health regulation, we can just change if we want to.
Does the Parker River Clean Water Association weigh in on it yet?
Not officially. I mean, I've spoken with John O'Connell. I've spoken with the lady that helps you on
Yeah.
On the stormwater runoff. Spoken to Concom. I mean, we're going to hit every angle.
Yeah.
It's nothing we're going to, there's no way that we want to harm that river, believe me. But you gotta, there's a lot of things. I mean, if somebody needs an in-law apartment, they probably need it at one of the worst times of their life. Is the town gonna sit here and say no because we're 3 times the state limit? Give me a break.
Yeah, but you found a way around that with the deed restriction.
Yeah, but that doesn't always work. It depends on the house.
I think what Steve's saying is, and I hadn't really focused on it, because somewhere in my mind I always thought it was a couple hundred feet, or 150. 100 to 300 is a long way,
Yeah.
especially if you own the property.
Just look at a football field.
So, I mean, take your time, put together a lot of information. Right now, the Byfield Water District goes on record saying, so we would like to see the current protection measures stay in place. So,
Did they provide any scientific data?
I read it once and I saw none, and I don't see too much now, but I'm sure Paul Colby would be willing to work with you. So, I mean, I think there's a lot of,
I don't know the depth of the Larkin Street well.
it's stuff that would take pages for them to find a lot, so.
The well that they put back of our property,
Yeah.
that's almost 300 feet deep.
Pretty deep.
Would it affect your yard, this change in the setback? Are you in that neighborhood?
Yeah, I mean, we're right on the road. I mean,
Further than.
I don't have the frontage to put another house up, otherwise I'd put another house up and sell the one I'm in. But, you know, anybody that's on the river is affected as far down as the Central Street Bridge.
But not beyond Central Street.
The rest of the town is 100 feet. So,
The tidal section, you mean? The tidal section of the river.
well, from the.
Basically, yeah.
Tidal, it's tidal.
It's tidal all the way up to that dam, or
Yeah.
the rocks and the bridge.
One more question, and I'm forgetting it. The Board of Health doesn't have any ability in structuring these to have specific waivers and things like that when it's a blanket regulation. You can't offer waivers like zoning board
You
does.
can't do a waiver, you have to, based on the house that if you're dealing with an existing dwelling, based on the number of bedrooms in it, kind of dictates, and what they had on the ground for a system, kind of dictates which way you have to go. These people that started this whole thing, they didn't start it, we started it, but they were perfectly willing to increase the size of the system. But it was still inside the 300-foot setback. And if you look at where it is, it just seems like it's an awful long way to the river.
Do you know when that setback was
Long way to the river.
brought into,
I think it was 1972.
It was over
that's the
over
300
40
foot
years.
setback?
Did it ever go to court?
Hmm?
Did the
Never
300
challenged.
feet ever go to court?
Was it ever
Not that
challenged?
I'm aware of.
Okay.
Why, do you know, does anybody know the history behind it? Why was it?
It's a long history, and it's just, it has many different ways to discuss it. So,
Television is one.
yeah, it's just, but I mean, I think, when I first heard it, I said, what's another 100 feet? But it's 200 feet. So, and how many other towns have that? I mean, the Park River is a very sensitive river. How much, when you do this, find out how many people it really affects?
Well, I'm waiting for that information now.
Who are you going for the science? Who are you going for the science behind it? You said you were going to look for the science. Who will be tapped?
DEP's already done 90% of it. We just access it. Department of
Oh, the
Environmental
DEP?
Protection. But I had a thought and then I lost it.
I'm sorry.
Old age, it's all right.
It's happened a lot tonight, trust me.
It's a cold day.
Steve, you don't have to have a public hearing on something like this.
So.
That would be an interesting public hearing.
I think it's in the best interest
I
of
agree.
the town to have a public hearing.
That would be full of a lot of people with a lot of different ideas. So,
If it's required, we'll do it.
yeah.
There you go.
If it's not, then it'll be up to my colleagues.
You're not speaking for the board.
No, I'm not.
All right, any other questions?
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks.
Thank
very
you.
much.
Well,
Review of meeting minutes, they would be October 11th, 2016. Motion to accept.
Second.
Any discussion on those minutes? All those in favor of those
Aye.
minutes?
Aye.
Do we have warrants to sign?
Yes, you do.
I take a motion.
Sign warrants.
Sign warrants.
Is there discussion on the warrants? All those in favor? Aye. Meeting updates, anyone go to a meeting?
I wasn't sure, but maybe it could have been the other one, but did some work for the Newbury Elementary School on the playground. Just wanted to say that they're doing more work this week. It's coming along great. The kids are really happy with it. So any of the contractors in town who might have a spare, a little downtime, they can really use skilled help. was in short supply. But they've made a huge improvement to that playground down there. It's gonna be pretty incredible. It's got a lot of sound things. It's really spectacular. So if you're around town, going for a walk with your dog, anything like that, I would swing by and see it.
I was there too, I was doing unskilled labor, shoveling gravel,
Saturday, Sunday.
pitching mulch.
They're gonna be working tomorrow and I think all the way through the weekend.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, if you can lend a hand, the women have put in a huge effort to make this happen, and it's really gonna be something spectacular.
And they feed you too.
I'll tell you what, I mean, I've built a lot of things. I built my house, I built my automotive stores, on and on and on. And while I was helping there, and I looked up, and everyone is working. Not only guys, but obviously, many, they're running every kind of power tool, they're scurrying around. I mean, I'll tell you, they could build anything.
Yeah, great community project. I got a lot of, let's start building a police station
I
this
mean,
way.
I was gonna start there, but I forgot. My hat's off to the way those folks work, especially, I mean, I think it probably doesn't want a name mentioned, but I said to one, I've taken the week off, and she was running a router, and she says, I'm here all week. And they're there like 7 to 7.
Yes,
They're under the lights.
Yeah.
So it's pretty phenomenal. They all wore me, but that's probably now with my knees not that hard, but I'll tell you, they're just working hard.
You have anything? We had a veterans meeting. We're trying to hammer out a personnel policy. It's continuing.
So it's a new one, or
Yes,
replacing
new
the old
one,
one?
yes.
Okay.
They never had one, so trying to get one together.
JR, anything? No. Executive session, seeing and hearing none. Motion to adjourn.
Can I ask one quick question? What's the next step for the facility needs for the town? What are you guys gonna
I
do?
think we're gonna wait patiently and see what the election does.
Thank you.
I have a question about coffee hour. Is somebody on tap for coffee hour? Who might that person be?
Oh, there is one coming up, isn't there?
Remember that?
I believe on November.
That's gotta be me.
Yeah, I have all of that.
I think it's me, right?
I think
It's
it's
either
JR.
JR thinks it's JR. Yeah, because he's got December.
Oh,
He's got
that's what it
trees
was,
and
we
such.
traded. We traded.
Yeah, I
So
did
that'll
the
be
last one.
here 9 o'clock Saturday morning.
I did the last one, and we had one person.
Just to go open it.
He was here for 5 minutes, sat here the whole time, drank a lot of coffee.
All right, now we have a motion to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.